Now we are studying about the transport of carbon dioxide. Next one, the transport of carbon dioxide. Transport of carbon dioxide. Transportation of carbon dioxide takes place by both plasma and RBC. Transportation of transportation of carbon dioxide takes place by both plasma and RBC. The transportation of carbon dioxide takes place in three forms: the blood, blood transports blood transport carbon dioxide in three forms. Three forms. Number one is as carbonic acid. Number A first as carbonic acid. First as carbonic acid. In this form, only nearly 7% of about 7% of about 7% of total carbon dioxide is transported in this form. So, as by the plasma, as a carbonic acid form, about 7% of the total carbon dioxide is transferred in this form or in the form of the carbonic acid. They dissolve inside the plasma. For the formation of carbonic acid, there is need of an enzyme carbonic anhydrase. Plasma contains a very little amount of carbonic anhydrase, while RBC contains the huge amount of the carbonic anhydrase. So inside the plasma, this carbon dioxide combines with water. Carbon dioxide combines with water and for its formation there is the low partial pressure in the lung. Here low partial pressure of oxygen in tissue. Since in the tissue there is a very low partial pressure of oxygen, so that is why its formation takes place. And what form? H2CO3. and it's very low partial pressure in the tissue. But you know that the carbonic anhydrase here, carbonic anhydrase, it's it is necessary. So its the formation takes place. These are the reversible process. These processes are the reversible. Carbonic acid take change here, and this can change here. It is the partial pressure plays very important role inside the tissue. Inside the tissue, there is the very low partial pressure of the oxygen. Inside the tissue, there is a very low partial pressure of oxygen. That is why both combine to form the carbonic acid. When this carbonic acid reach into the mm, lung alveoli, there is the very high partial pressure of oxygen. That is why they dissociates into carbon dioxide and the water. So here carbonic in the form about 7% of the total carbon dioxide is transported in the form of the carbonic acid. And next one is the as second as bicarbonates of second, this is very important, as bicarbonates of sodium and potassium, as bicarbonates of sodium and potassium. This is the very important way. So the about 70%, about 7% here and here, about about 70% of total carbon dioxide is transported in the form of bicarbonates of sodium and potassium. And in this form, most of the carbon dioxide is transported in this form. So most of the carbonic acid form. So most of the carbonic acid forms inside the RBC. You see on diagram it is given carbon dioxide. You try to understand, this is a cell. Inside the cell, carbon dioxide is produced, and from this cell, the carbon dioxide comes into the interstitial fluid, and from the interstitial fluid, it comes inside the blood. First comes inside the blood, and from blood it enters inside the RBC. This is plasma and this is RBC. And in the RBC, what happens? Carbon dioxide combines with water, it forms the carbonic acid. So this carbonic acid and most of the bicarbonate here, bicarbonate is formed here. So most of the bicarbonates, most of the bicarbonates are most of the bicarbonates found inside the RBC are dissociated into bicarbonates and hydrogen ion dissociated into bicarbonates into H plus SCO3 plus H ion. Most of the bicarbonates formed inside the RBC dissociates into hydrogen ion and the bicarbonate ions. Most of the bicarbonates here, most of the bicarbonate diffuses from the RBC into the plasma. So most of the carbonic acid diffused into plasma. Most of the carbonic acid formed inside. Most of the carbonic acid formed inside the RBC are diffused into plasma. Most of the carbonic acid formed, most of the bicarbonates formed inside the RBC diffused into the plasma. To maintain electronegativity, this is a very important point. To maintain electronegativity, equal amount of chloride ion are transported into RBC. So the exchange of, very important point, the exchange of bicarbonate HCO3 exchange of SO3 of RBC with chloride ion of plasma is called the operation of this exchange. This exchange of bicarbonate of RBC with chloride ion of plasma is called chloride shift. Is called chloride shift. It is called as the chloride shift or Hamburger shift. Or Hamburger shift. So this is called as the very important for examination point of view, for competition point of view, what is chloride shift. So this one is the equal amount of chloride ion from the plasma is transferred into the RBC. So this exchange of bicarbonate of RBC with chloride of the plasma is called as the chloride shift or Hamburger shift. The bicarbonate, how exchange takes place? This takes place a special type of the carrier protein. This occurs due to the presence of chloride protein, presence of so this occurs this occurs due to the presence of a special bicarbonate chloride carrier protein, carrier on plasma membrane of RBC. Here at the plasma membrane there is a special type of carrier protein. Due to this presence of the carrier protein, this exchange of bicarbonate and the chloride ion takes place. So here H2CO3, here H2CO3 that HN plus S3 bicarbonate ion, and here KHB. Kn plus hemoglobin. And in RBC, in RBC, what happens in case of the RBC and inside the plasma? In RBC, what happens? Potassium ion plus HCO3, they produces potassium bicarbonate, potassium KHCO3, and in plasma this happens sodium ion plus HCO3 is a negative charge, and they producing NaHCO3. So in both form, in the RBC, this is the potassium bicarbonate, and in the plasma, sodium bicarbonate formation takes place. So next one is the as carminohemoglobin. This is the third form. Third form, you see that as this is another form, carminohemoglobin, about 20%. Inside 23%, about 23% of total carbon dioxide is transported in this form. About 23% it is formed, and it is formed by the reversible combination of it is formed by the reversible combination of hemoglobin, combination of reversible combination of carbon dioxide with amino group of globin part of hemoglobin. It is formed with the amino group of globin part of hemoglobin. It is favored by high partial pressure of carbon dioxide. It is favored by high partial pressure of carbon dioxide. It is favored by high partial pressure of carbon dioxide and low partial pressure of oxygen in tissue. Its formation takes place in tissue. So here hemoglobin plus HN, that is hemoglobin plus HN they form HHB, and this HB plus carbon dioxide CO2 HB. This is the carbohemoglobin. This is hemoglobin. This is hemoglobinic acid. This is hemoglobinic acid. Hemoglobinic acid. So in this form, in this way, as the carbohemoglobin, about 23% of total carbon dioxide is transported in this form. It is formed by the reversible combination of carbon dioxide with amino group of globin, part of the hemoglobin. It is favored by the high partial pressure of carbon dioxide and low partial pressure of oxygen in the tissue. And this is the equation by which this carbohemoglobin is formed. So in this way it is formed, it is transported in three forms, and all the three forms are the reversible, and when they reach at the side of these formation takes place at the side of the tissue where partial pressure of oxygen is very less, and when these reach to the lung alveoli, condition is changed. Partial pressure of oxygen is more, that favors the dissociation, and as a result carbon dioxide is released. Thank you. That's for today.